Well, hello, Nick. What video are we looking at today?
Exciting. We got a hot tip from our fellow Oklahoma favorite fighter, Jared McLaughlin from our Jackson Wink family.
Family,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so he tipped us off and
Shout
said
out Jared.
Jared, yep. He's a good dude. He has an astonishing mullet. Go follow him.
He has a awesome mullet. We got to put a picture of that up.
We will, yeah. We have to. So we'll put it up.
Shout out to Jared in Oklahoma.
Yep, go follow him. Anyway, he tipped us off to this. This happened a couple weeks ago where a grandma decided that she wasn't going to sign a citation out of Cashin, Oklahoma, where a police force of seven officers patrolling Cashin, Oklahoma. So God bless them with that jurisdiction. Who knows what's going on there, cow tipping and things like that.
Yeah, so apparently grandmas are very ornery in general. I know mine was. But this one here in Oklahoma, we're going to kind of take a look at it and talk about how the routine traffic stop went. So let's watch along here.
For a defective equipment, it's $80. You have till September 16th to take care of this. Get you to sign there where the X is.
So you don't even give a warning for this?
You've been driving around for 6 months like that.
I'm truthful.
Well, I'm not going to give you a warning for something you've been driving for 6 months.
But, well, I don't want to sign it because I don't want to do it.
So it looks like the video picks up where he has actually already stopped her. He got her driver's license, insurance, registration information, went back to his car, pulled up her record, and it looks like she hasn't had a driver's license in 6 months. So he's like, well, warnings are for certain things, but not having a driver's license for 6 months, that's pretty blatant. She's getting a ticket.
I'm placing you under arrest. Step
You
out.
are full of because you're not placing me under no arrest.
Do not take off.
Shut up and give me that and I'll sign it.
Step out.
No.
We're beyond that.
Do you want me
Step
to-
out.
So right here, like I've been pulled over. You go through the routine. Comply. Comply is the simple thing of just signing it. We'll have our day in court.
It is very simple.
What happens when you don't sign the ticket?
So jurisdictions are the same everywhere, whether it's Oklahoma, Albuquerque, LA, New York. You always have a couple options when you're getting pulled over by an officer. One is pay the ticket outright, or you can set it up for court, and what that is that they give you a court date down the road. And by you signing that ticket, you can either sign it that says you're guilty and you just pay it. You send in a check for $100 or whatever the fine is, and it's done. It goes on your record, but you don't got to deal with it. The other option is to fight it in front of a judge. So the officer...
We actually have a video on how to fight it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll be in the link.
Exactly. we interviewed some motor cops about that and got their opinion about how the best way to get out of a ticket. But so anyway, so that is the second option. Go to court, talk to a judge. They bring in the officer, and it's you, the judge, and the officer in a little mini trial, and that is the second option. So if you don't think you're guilty, you absolutely don't want to pay this ticket, then that is totally in your ability to fight it. And how you do it is you sign, I will go to court, I am not guilty, and that's it. So the officer gives you a copy of your court date, and it's up to you to show up to your court date. If you don't show up, there's going to be a warrant out for you, or you pick up or you set up a court date with the jurisdiction. But either way, that's the only two options. In this situation where she says, "Hey, I am not going to pay that ticket, and I'm not signing. I'm not signing." So what that is a refusal to. Those are your only two choices: sign to go to court, or sign that you're guilty. If you do neither of them, well, the only other option is to take you into custody until a judge can have an immediate trial, and it's not immediate. It's usually a day or two later. So you basically sit in jail for a speeding ticket, all because you were stubborn and didn't want to just sign it. But it happens all the time where people are just stubborn or being an idiot or whatever. And in this case, Grandma decided that she was not gonna pay the fine, and she wasn't gonna go to court. She was gonna do neither, which kind of, it put this officer in a tough situation, because he's like, well, then my only other option is to take you to jail. Yeah, so let's go ahead.
Oh, this seemed like a normal,
And it was.
not non-safe or a safe traffic stop. It was just to be simple. It's Grandma. There's no threat.
Yeah, but it's Oklahoma.
It's
so,
Oklahoma.
so you just never know what's going to happen.
Where Garth Brooks is from.
Step out. I give you a lawful order. Step out.
Yep. So he told her to step out because he made up his decision.
She rolls up the window.
You be fair with me, and I'll be fair with you.
Step out.
Now she's negotiating.
Yeah.
I'm placing you under arrest.
She's saying, be fair with me. And he is being fair by offering a court date.
Do not take off.
And so she's kind of revving the engine and getting ready to take off.
Beyond that. Step out.
I mean, it's Oklahoma.
And
There's
there she
nowhere to
goes.
hide. There's no
And
mountains.
there she goes. We got a chase. She's got his fancy new Ford Explorer.
Oh, guns drawn. It's
Yeah.
a felony stop now.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
And he left his siren on, and I don't know how either of them are hearing each other.
Get out of the car.
Oh, here we go. The fight's on.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
She is feisty. Oh, yep,
Uh-oh.
she's getting ready to kick.
I think in the police report, kicked him in the nuts.
Oh, taser. Tased Grandma. Here we go.
Oh, man.
The taser works on Grandma or
Or a 19-year-old.
or the 19-year-old boy. Man.
Put your hands behind your back. No, you will not.
Wow, she's still fighting.
Yeah.
Even when the revolts are going through her.
So the taser,
It's
he did a full deployment, which it's a 5-second ride that she was impaired. But he finally got control over here. I'm sure the whole town is coming to watch this.
well,
You got yourself in a whole lot more trouble
Yep.
for running.
I told you you weren't gonna arrest me. I pulled in here thinking that you were hurt. Yeah, I'm hurt.
What hurts?
Everything.
Everything, of course.
EMS employee the same thing.
So he's still calm and he's gonna get rescued to check her out.
Check you out.
Ambulance? I don't need an ambulance.
Well, you got tased, so they're gonna check you out.
You did not have to taser me.
You wouldn't comply, you wouldn't get out, and then you tried to kick me. So you decided.
She said she basically talked herself into going to jail. I mean, by first of all running, she put herself in a situation where it was no win for any of them at that point. The officer had to make a decision. Look, this has gone on too far now. She needs to go to jail, and yeah, Grandma or not, let this be a lesson. You're gonna face the consequences one way or another.
did the officer do appropriate in taking the grandma out of the vehicle?
So he's by himself. He may have been the only officer working day shift,
Yeah.
kind of thing, with a department of 7-8 officers, one per shift. With that sounds about right. Probably not a whole lot of stuff going on in this town. I mean, if he really needed backup, he's got the sheriff or
State patrol.
or the chief sitting at the office, or the county or the state to help him out. But it looked textbook, where he got control of her. She resisted a little bit, so he went to taser. Taser is a great tool, and it worked on her. She complied. Obviously, the taser hurt because she said, "You didn't have to taser me." Of all the things that she was worried about,
And she was even negotiating of standing up with the taser in her
yeah,
still.
exactly. So God bless her. I don't know what the result, the end result was. It's probably still pending. They probably got to go to court. I'm sure it'll be a big media circus down the road.
It already has. There was a city council meeting,
Oh.
and they were discussing the use of force of the tasers. There was actually a group of people that were grandmas against tasing. Was
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Grandma's against tasing. GAT.
yeah. Yeah.
Love it. So, great video. Any follow up commentary?
No, I thought it was a good video to show a traffic stop on how it can go from just a simple sign it and have your day in court to now you're facing a felony and you can't own a gun or do anything, even vote in some states.
Well, I don't know what the laws are in this particular city, but resisting arrest, eluding, fleeing, depending on what ends up getting pled, it's pretty much more than likely this is going to get pled down to a misdemeanor charge, and she won't be facing any
A felony embarrassment.
Yeah, she won't be facing any felony charges. If she does, then yeah, with a felony conviction, grandma ain't gonna be able to pack no more. But yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see what the end result is. But I thought that was kind of a funny little video to show.
Yeah, thanks, Jared. And go ahead, plug our ways to get these types of tips and things to us, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. If you got videos that you want us to review, or if you have cool videos that you want us to see, send it to Fire and Police Videos, all one word, at gmail.com. We check that email daily, and or you can just leave it in the comments, and we will check it there. But there's always some cool videos out there, not just the serious ones like the police shootings that we covered a couple of them. This one is kind of a funny situation. Not funny for grandma as she's getting tased, but it's a perfect example of how this went so wrong. All she had to do was comply by not even admitting guilt. All she had to do was sign the ticket, set up a court date. And in a small town like this, everyone's going to know everybody. The judge is probably going to say, look, go get your damn license, and this is dismissed. But she turned it into a criminal instead of a civil matter. And so let this be a lesson, people. Cooperate.
Comply.
Comply.
Comply and subscribe to our channel.
Definitely subscribe.